morning guys, I'm Turbo712 and welcome to another Spool Me Up. And I know I've been away for a little while, but I'm back now, don't worry. So those of you who know me personally will know that I'm a big fan of Japanese cars. I'm a fan of all cars, but it's Japanese cars which are a bit up there on my list. And I've owned quite a few in my time. So today you join me from this rather clean and sexy looking Subaru Impreza. It's a Type UK model, STI. It's got 260 horsepower with 343 Newton meters of torque. So the car's pretty much standard at the moment. It has had the exhaust system done. It's got a straight through exhaust system, 3-inch all the way through with a 5-inch exit. And as you know with Subarus, it sounds nuts. You will hear this thing coming before you see it. So this car is a 2-litre flat-4 boxer engine, and the reason it's called a boxer engine is because like the pistons are horizontally opposed. So instead of the pistons in a normal car, the pistons go up and down like so. And this is a boxer engine, so you got your pistons, they go against each other like that, hence the name boxer. So we will be following the progress of this car. As I said, at the moment it's basically completely standard, and but the owner has got plans for it, and it will be spitting flames and everything else next time we visit it. So hopefully it should be up around the 400 kind of mark. So we will be keeping an eye on this one. A few of you have been asking me about what's been happening with the part 2 of the RS3, which I reviewed a couple of months ago. Well, unfortunately that won't be happening because due to unforeseen circumstances, the owner of that car is no longer the owner of that car. So unfortunately there will not be any part 2 of the RS3 review. So this is running an EJ20 engine, which is a 2-litre. It's got VI35 turbo, and I do believe the block on these ones is a what's known as a semi-open deck. That basically the Subarus have got 3 kind of different blocks that they worked with. The very early classics had what's called a closed deck block, which is that block is actually preferred more by tuners due to its the liner strength is very strong on them, and the block is good to be pushed way beyond 500 horsepower easily. Then you've got the open deck block, which was kind of used in the later classics, maybe from about 97 onwards. And then you got the semi-open deck, which is what was put in what's called like the new age cars, like the Bug Eyes. And those decks are still good for around the 500 horsepower mark. You know, and a lot of people do say that Subarus are unreliable and this and that. I don't think they are personally. You got to remember, these cars are built, same with the Evos, these cars are built for rallying, so they're built for a hard time. The unreliability in these cars comes with, I think, poor tuning and choice of modifications and poor maintenance. If you don't look after the car, it's not going to last long, really and truly. And if you're going to buy cheap tuning products for it and like not get the car mapped and so on and so forth, it's obviously you're going to end up fucking the car up basically. How can you not love a Subaru, man? Come on! That noise is so addictive. I miss them. I miss mine. I've been okay, I've got an extensive car history, guys, and you might say me, you might hear me say, yeah, I've owned this, I've owned that. Well, those of you who know me know I go through cars like nothing, but I've actually owned 3 Subarus in my time, and I miss them, I really do. I've had 2 Evos as well, but I've got an Evo to review next week, so that will be coming up. But I do miss these cars, man. Oh gosh. That sound is just so addictive. Oh yeah, pulls nicely. Don't think you should have a dump valve on there though. I think you should definitely have a recirc. I know that a lot of you don't like the interiors on the Jack cars. Yeah, they are a bit bland and a bit plasticky, but for me personally, driving, I'm not really a fan of the interiors. It doesn't really bother me. The enjoyment for me is about driving the car, the fun that you get from the car. That's what driving is all about for me. So the other mods that's been done to this car, we got a splitter on the front. He's had the STI mud flaps put on. And thankfully he's had the gold wheels painted black. I'm not really a fan of the gold wheels on Subarus, to be honest with you, but hey, each to their own. But they've done a nice job on the black, and he's sticking with the standard 17s. Why upset the balance and the trim? But he's also got a set of coilovers on this one as well, and I can't remember the make of them, to be honest with you, but yeah, they do the job quite well. The ride isn't really that harsh, if I'm going to be honest with you. So having been an owner of both Subarus and Evos, and let me know what you think about this in the comments below, guys. I've always found the Evos, we're talking about standard package here, nothing tuned or modified. In standard form, I've always found the Evos to be quicker than the Subarus. I've always found the Subarus to handle better. And I think that's mainly down due to the fact of the AYC on the Evos. Kind of makes them a bit twitchy at high speed cornering. That's what I found personally, but let me know what you think about it, guys, in the comments down below. So the running costs on these, day-to-day running costs isn't cheap. You're gonna, if you drive it, not like you stole it, but like your granny's driving it, you probably get about 25 to the gallon back out of it. But if you start giving it some beans and enjoying the car, you're going to be in the mid to low teens with it fuel-wise. And they do run on super unleaded only, so it's one of the most expensive fuels at the pump. And also, tax isn't too bad. I think it's about 300 quid a year on these, but I'm not 100% sure. I would say every 4,000 miles for a service, and don't skip on the servicing. And personally, I used to change the oil in mine every 1,500 miles. So if you're going to go out and buy one of these cars are like really cheap now for the classics, and even you can get like the Bug-Eye, which was the shape before this one. You can even pick those ones up quite cheap now as well. But don't just buy the first one that you see. Make sure that the history is quite extensive with it, and make sure that all the oil's been changed, and so on and so forth. And take it for a good drive and give it a good blast through every gear as well. So, and also don't forget, we are going to be following the progress of this car. Next time you see it, as I said, it's going to be spitting flames, anti-lag, launch control, the work. So we should have some fun in it next time. Not saying I haven't had any fun in it this time, but next time we're going to have even more fun. And also I'm going to be starting up a Facebook page as well. Just post some videos on there, some photos of the cars that I've done and that I'm doing. So Facebook page is going to be called Spool Me Up. So get on over there, hit a like, hit a friend request, whatever, and it's all good. So I do have to say, it's been a pleasure getting back into a turbocharged Japanese motor. Until next week, I'm Turbo712. It's been an absolute pleasure. Travel safe and peace out.